How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Mojo YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about courage, bravery, not being afraid to step out or go against the norms. So I'm reading a book right now called Courage is Calling by Ryan Holiday. And he's talking about how you can't be afraid to be the first one to do something because other people probably scared too. But like the quote he used was, the person that raised his hand to ask a question in class, he looks like a fool for a moment. The person who doesn't raise his hand at all looks like, and the person that doesn't raise his hand at all is a fool for a lifetime. So they never get the question answered. They never get the information they need. And I was talking about it recently with somebody at the gym about like kind of like these stereotypes or these social norms, not stereotypes, social norms that people kind of impose on you. Like you go to school, you go to high school, then you graduate, and then you go to college. Like it's kind of this path that everybody's kind of forced to take.
Yeah.
And we both went to college. We kind of low key still in college, but I feel like there's so many other things you can do. But like people get forced into doing stuff they don't want to do, just because like you know. And I used to think like this. Let me know if you did too. But like when we got out of high school, we went to college. Like first year, sophomore year, freshman year. If people did, I'm like, oh, what's up with such and such? And you're like, oh no, they just got a job. Like, oh. I used to kind of, I wouldn't say look down on them.
I
would be like, ew.
I didn't look down on them. I just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I always think in the back of my mind, like, yeah, I'm glad I'm on the right path, I'm going to school. Like, that's kind of like how my thought process would be like, oh, you work at Walmart.
Yeah,
like,
then I just, Wendy's. So.
I wouldn't say it, but I just think in the back of my head, like, glad I'm in school. Like,
yeah, like, that's
I'm on my right path.
But now we older, we graduated. I know I'm older, graduated, more mature. But now I look at it, we got a whole bunch of friends with degrees. They got crazy debt and low paying jobs.
Yeah, I was saying that. I was like, people that just graduated, they just work at like Hollister or some shit.
Yeah.
I just still work there. Like, or they just have like the same job you can still have like outside of
or
getting a degree.
What else is crazy to me? They go to school to go back to school.
Yeah,
like, that's just baffling to me.
So it's like, I don't like look down on people and like, I don't have like that same feeling like I used to have my freshman year. I just say, keep going.
I feel like, so like mostly now my thing is, I feel like it should be okay for people to, I think we talked about this before, I feel like it should be okay for people to go out and look and find their own answers. As long as you genuinely looking. Like if you got kids or you got people you talk to with friends and stuff, and they ain't got no plan, no goals, nothing in life, then maybe you need to go down the traditional route.
Yeah, like if your plan is just, I'm trying to save some money so I can go to San Juan in a month or something like that. Yeah. Like that's like your really only goals or something like that. And I'm just thinking like for like some average people, I'd be saying like you worried about just like stuff you've been worrying about like your whole like upbringing, like. What celebrities doing this? What celebrities doing that?
Such and such is dropping a new album.
Yeah, we should go to San Juan. Yeah. And then you just looking forward to like the next TV show that come out or the next sporting event like this next game. Like that's crazy.
So my real question is then, why? So like, why do people or like first of all, why is this the norm? Because like, I know, agree or disagree. I know a lot of people with degrees that I don't consider them successful, and they aren't happy at what they do. They just got jobs that they go and kind of just like, get through.
I feel like being courageous. My honest opinion on it, I feel like being courageous is hard and scary. I'm like, it's not easy. Just there's a lot of shit I want to do. Like, it's just like I can't Google the shit. Like, I just gotta think what I think it is best and just continue that path. Like some shit you can't, not everything you can Google, or if you want to start like a whole new entire like career, like you got an idea that's never been thought of, you can't just Google the shit. Like you can only try to like Google shit that's similar to it, but for the most part you're doing it on your own. And in the beginning or the middle, you're not gonna see nothing from it or progress from it. You might not see nothing until like the very end, and you start seeing exponential progress on it. So it's like,
but like
people are scared of like being that
yeah,
consistent.
Cool. Like,
for not
ain't nothing wrong with being
it.
scared until.
It's like that's what I'm saying. Like being courageous is kind of like hard.
Like
it's not easy.
Everybody got fear, and like you gotta face them. That's what your courage is. Courage is doing what you have to do, even when you are scared. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you scared? I'm scared. Fuck it, I'll go do it. somebody has to go do it. But my real question is, why do people take advice or let people who haven't been there give them advice on how to get there? Like, that don't make sense to me. That's the real problem. Like, it'd be different if, like, okay, I done did something.
You talking about like the wrong person give you advice about
not
something?
even the wrong person, like, cause I think they do it out of love and stuff, and like your parents or your sisters or your brothers or something. But like, I can tell my nephew about college. I've been to college.
Yeah.
You've been to college. You can tell your nephew. You got a family full of college people. But like, how can like a lot of big thing? Oh, I can tell you how to be a millionaire. Why you not a millionaire then? Like, I feel like that's a big thing. Like, we take advice from people that don't. They've never been there. They've never done it. So how can you have an answer?
That falls back on you though. Like, you should know enough. Like, you should have like, I don't know if it's like common sense or awareness to know you need to be talking to people in that field.
I feel like they get you when you young though. I feel like that's it. Like, I feel like our parents,
Well,
I feel like they do it out of love, but I feel like they guide you down this path that's super, like, Mom, I don't like, okay, it's a big thing like the Indian culture. A lot of them engineers, or they either engineers or doctors. And I recently did a house for this lady. She got this big multi-million-dollar house. They both doctors, so life pretty good for them, but stressed out, super stressful job. And I was like, you like being a doctor? She's like, no, but it's kind of our culture. Like, when I knew I had to be a doctor. I got 2 brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
They both doctors.
I understand like that brings like a lot of pressure. Like, you don't want to deal with the. Like, probably honest opinions, like, you don't want to deal with being like the only one outside the bubble, and everybody else is in the bubble of doctors. But you don't want to be the only one.
But it's your life to lead. Like, it's like
that's what it comes down. Like, it's hard. Like, it's hard just being alone outside the bubble of being courageous. Of, dude, I want to be a professional pickleball player.
Would you rather live a life you're not happy with every day? I'd rather, like, me personally, and I know I'm different from everybody else, and everybody else different from me, but I'd rather go out, be on my own, try to do what I want to do, than wake up miserable every day to try to make somebody else happy. Like, at the end of the day, that what we know, you only get one life, and I'd rather spend it doing what makes me happy.
Also, like I said, it just comes down to the person, because like some people just don't want to deal with all of, like, because doing what you just described is not easy. Like, because you are alone, you are gonna be alone. You're dealing with pressures. Like, say for like the same example, the young lady with her family. Like, her family probably gonna look down on her. Like, certain cultures, like, yeah, they look down on you. They judge you. Like, that's not easy. So sometimes you just have to persevere and keep going through your path. Some people just don't want to deal with it. They just fall right back into the bubble.
It's easy for me, and then like it might not be easy for other people. But that's what I'm saying. That's really my question. Why is it not easy for you to tell somebody, this is how I want to live my life? Like, that's.
I just feel like some people just don't want to deal with that. Like,
don't that make sense to you? Like, this is how I want to live my life. You live your life how you want to live yours. I'm gonna live mine how I want to live mine. That should be very simple.
I look at it like, look. Imagine like you're in a maze, and like the walls are kind of like big ass bushes or some shit. Like, you know, like them big bush walls or some shit like Rich Men's. Imagine it's like that, yay high, and it's just dark in the maze where you see. And on the other side of that bush, it can be low, soft ass grass, nice sunshine, beautiful ass view like Switzerland or some shit. A lot of times people don't see the other shit. Like, yeah, it's hard for at the beginning of getting outside that bubble and persevering your own path. But once you get there, like you're saying, it becomes easy. Like, all that stress goes away. Like, even if you aren't making as much money going through this way as you was being in this bubble, you're not as stressed out, and you just feel, it goes back to like being fulfilled in life. Like, that's your purpose. You're fulfilled. Like, you can make $30,000 a year, but you're happy doing what you do every day.
My big thing is, like, we go to the gym, and I be there all type of different times of the day. I be seeing all these old retired people. And they be like, it was this dude yesterday. He was like, you enjoying retirement? And the old man was like, yeah. Dude was older too. He probably was like late 40s, early 50s. Another dude was probably like 60 plus, almost 70, if not 70. And the 70-year-old dude was like, yeah. And the old dude was like, I'm trying to get like you. And I was thinking, I'm like, you want to wait till you old to be free? Even they're not even talking about the money. And then the old dude came, the older dude just retired. He like, but I'm bored as hell. I'm like, you spent you spent 50, 60 years doing some shit you don't like to do. Now you finally free. They give you a little bit of money to take care of yourself. You're not boiling out of control. And you gave away the most power, like your youth, like these ain't there's nothing better. And we not old yet, but I know when we get old, knock on wood, we get there. When we get old, we're like, damn, I enjoy being young, being able to go do stuff, run, jump high, walk fast, do all that stuff. And you spent all that time doing some shit you don't want to do.
I just feel like people, to me, like a lot of people don't just sit back and think about stuff like this. I think about stuff like this every day, like at least once an hour or two, once every other hour. Like I think about this like all the time. Like I tell you this all the time. I probably say it on these past episodes. Like I'd rather die or kill myself than not like go down a path of where I know it's right in like my soul or something like that. Like if I'm just having to do something I don't want to do because like family pressures or something like that.
Cause I was like, I thought about it before I dropped out of college. I was like, if I really want to drop out of college, I was like, my mom gonna be mad, my dad gonna be mad. Then I thought about it. I said, it ain't they asses studying for these exams. They not the one typing 20-page papers.
They don't even be mad at the end of the day. Like I know some families they might be mad, but they get over the shit. Like
I feel like that's because we still like doing, like we not just started not doing shit, like getting high and playing 2K all
But
day.
I'm saying like, if you got another dream that's different from your parents, I feel like your parents won't be mad like that. They'd be like a little sad for like a moment. Then I feel like I'm just saying like they'll come around to eventually.
I feel like they don't come around until they start seeing the success from it. I feel like
maybe yeah.
I feel like they're your biggest fans and supporters when you're doing what they want. Yeah. Not my parents in particular, but like parents in general. I feel like they're your biggest fans when you're doing what they want you to do. Once you step outside the norm, and because like all parents like Brand, my son go to such and such school.
I don't even know about the success. I feel like once they see you dedicated to doing it and they see you doing it every day, I feel like they'll eventually come around to that. Like even before
I feel like you gotta work. I feel like you gotta be working.
I don't even think so. So I'm just going back to your parents. Like imagine if they didn't do, like your dad didn't do carpet, and you say you're gonna quit your job and make a carpet company. I feel like they would come around. They see you going out every day, spending your money on business cards, door hangers, and you going out every day doing it. Like you're not sitting at home out of school just watch TV. Like you outside trying to build something. Like if I'm a parent, I'm gonna appreciate that more. Like yeah, I'll come around before then, like support you. You doing it every day.
These parents now they got this old way of thinking. Like and there's nothing wrong with it because that's just how they was taught and brought up. It's just now it's just an outdated way of thinking of go to school, get married, get a house, live off this 401k. Like that's such an old outdated way of thinking.
It is,
but I feel like that was their success. Now that like my success now is being able free to do what I want, go travel when I want, hang out when I want, be able to buy what I want. Like that's my new definition of success. Not this happy family with a white picket fence and this home I gotta live at for the rest of my life. I'd rather be able to go live here, and just have one stationary home.
No, yeah, I agree. It's just like I don't know if it's your duty to inform your parents of that or educate your parents of that. It's just do what it makes you feel.
It's just weird to me that like we let other people tell us what's right and wrong with our life. There's another quote by some dude. I probably can find it, in a second. But it's like we spend our whole life. You're the only person that's ever lived your life, but you are more concerned about what other people think about it than what you think about it. And when I heard that quote, I was like, and I'm paraphrasing. If you know the real quote, put it down at the bottom. But I was like, that's true. Like, ain't nobody else ever walked a step in my shoes. Not even a minute or a mile. I ain't never walked another step. So when I was typing them papers, I wasn't super stressed. School wasn't that hard for me. But I was like, I'm spending my time doing this, and y'all in Vegas on vacation. I'm doing this to make y'all happy. Y'all in Vegas on vacation. Or I'm doing this, and I don't even care about this. You know what I mean? Like, why do we go out our way to try to make other people happy instead of? I feel like if you do what you make you happy, other people, they'll vibrate or they'll feel it coming off you.
Yeah.
Instead of just doing
it. Like, I don't know. I just at the end of the day,
I'm not gonna find a quote.
No, yeah. At the end of the day, just if you're looking for advice, look for advice for somebody in your field to help you educate of stuff like in your field. Like you could take your parents' advice, but at the end of the day, you still need to do your own research. Like I take Like I listen to my parents when they like say you can do this, good job, I support you, I'm gonna be with you every day. But I'm not listening, and like no offense, I'm not listening to my mom or dad for like day trading advice or like rice just how
not
to
even like I think you should like I listen to them. I listen to my parents more often because they got more life experience than me.
Yeah,
And I think you should listen to people and take it and weigh it and listen to it, store it in your memory bank, see if it makes sense. Kind of contradictory with what you've learned from the world since you've been alive. But can't nobody tell you how to live your life. Like as far as I think you should be. I think only thing somebody should tell you, okay, growing up, be a good person, treat people kindness, be respectful, blah blah blah. But other than that, there is no right or wrong way to live your life. Like I might like this and you might like that, but you can't tell me how to live my life. Cause I might not be happy living it the way you want me to live it. I feel like that's why we got so many people committing suicide, so many people depressed. They living lives, but they're not living the life that they want to live.
Yeah, I agree. It's just do what you need to do at the end of the day, really.
But that's why I was like, we're reading this book about courage and bravery, but I'm like, and dude was saying in the book, he's like, courage is contagious. Like once you start being brave and courageous, the people around you gonna be brave and courageous. But once you scared and fearful, everybody else around you gonna be scared and fearful too. So I was like, why does it take? Like you shouldn't be scared to be you. That's kind of why we came up with Mojo. It's about being yourself, being the best version of yourself. You shouldn't be scared to be you. Like you shouldn't be scared. Like I want to go try to do something that makes me happy. That don't even sound. I'm afraid to go try to do something that I might like to do. That don't even sound right.
That's just.
I'd rather spend my life trying to make other people.
I feel like at the end of the day, people know what they need to be doing. Like that's gonna make them happy or make them fulfilled rather than happy. Like in the back of your mind, even if you don't want to admit it, you know what you need to be doing in order to reach your goals and stuff. You just sometimes don't want to do it.
Yeah, that was the big thing. Like I just listen like this because there's just so many people that just do stuff that they don't want to do. And the other day, my mom might watch this, but the other day she was talking about, oh, I need a ride here to there. And I was like, I can give you a ride. And she was ready. I would have gave her a ride. She was nowhere near ready at all. And you about to throw off my whole such and such like I do. My days, free time. I go do this. I mean, you got appointments to do this at this time, make this content. I got other people meetings with customers. I got no problem getting you a Lyft or Uber. I pay for it. Yeah. But we can't throw off my day off track. And she probably was mad and pissed. She got over it. And you know what? I didn't care. I don't want to be mad or pissed, but she make me mad all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, people talk about being selfless. I think you got to be a little selfish. Like, you got to, with your time, with your attention. Yeah. Like, it's only one life. And I love her, she loves me. I mean, whatever I do, she gonna get over it. When she make me mad, I'm gonna get over it.
No, yeah, true. Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like,
do what you
gotta do it, make you happy. Like, would I rather be doing this or this? This. Like, I ain't saying be completely a dick or by like I would've got her a ride. It wasn't that important. It was that important. She'd been ready to go. Yeah. She'd been dressed. And when I call you for a ride, I'm waiting outside. Right? So that gift, be as ready as possible. Sometimes my bag wouldn't be packed. But majority of the time,
come outside. He come outside like 5-10 minutes later. He don't be ready.
I get late last minute calls, but for the most part, I'm ready. I try not to inconvenience people, but I feel like you can't let people inconvenience your life to make their life better. That's wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I always I don't know. It's like I kind of knew that. Like you just sometimes you got to be selfish. It's just be selfish in a nice way. Like some people are selfish, like an asshole way, but you can be selfish, but it's like, oh no, sorry, I can't. You can be selfish in a good way, but just do what you need. You know what you need to be doing in the back of your head. Right
I've been meeting a lot more people that are like, I guess you would say they like type A personalities. They low key lean on the dickish side, but I'm like, maybe they're not dicks. They just don't care what you think. Like people will come ask to do something with you, or like we were just a couple of days ago. I was out with some friends. We went to like this restaurant / bar, and the tables was all full, and it was this dude and this girl at the table. And it was super packed. Everybody was standing close to each other, and our friend asked if we could sit with him. And the dude, he looked like a nervous, shy kind of guy. The girl was kind of cute, and he said, "Yeah." And you could see her, she rolled her eyes. 'Cause it was like 4 of us. It was 4 of us and 2 of them. We just kind of deboed their table. We was all crowded with them. And they was on a date.
Oh, no, I would have
And he said, yeah.
Nah.
And you can kind of, it like turned her off. You can just like read her energy. She wasn't feeling it because we was low key. We wasn't loud and obnoxious on purpose, but it was a loud place, so you kind of had to be loud to be heard.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, he shouldn't have said yeah. But I was with some friends the other day. We was all working out. People was trying to hop in to come hoop with us, and they're like, no. And me, I'm like, yeah, you can join. You know, I'm kind of usually friendly, go lucky dude, but I was like, they ain't dicks for not telling you to come play. It's just we want to have hard games and y'all can't play at the same level we can play at.
Yeah.
Now, don't think that make you a dick. It's just I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah, I don't know. It just depends on the point of view.
Cause I used to think that was a dickish move though.
Yeah.
But now I'm starting to come to the other side.
It depends on
it
depends on the point of view. Cause like if you that person, you get told no, y'all some fucking assholes.
Dude, I was practicing the other day. Me and Tanya was practicing. This dude come down. He asked to play. It's me and her practicing. There's other people there. We walked past everybody, went to our own side, didn't bother nobody. We was practicing. He come over, asked to play with us, and she was like, "No, we practicing." And I was like, "Cool." And he looked at me, and I agreed.
But there's a difference between what bro said when I was hooping and what Tanya said. She said, "No, we practicing." Bro just said, "No." If he was like, "No, we trying to get some really good games and some high competition." I feel like sometimes you kind of give him, you don't owe him an explanation, but it'll help a little bit. But for them,
I feel
but
like
not
the
for you.
explanation worse. Like me, it was like
For me, nah.
Before after he came, he walked away all moping, and he kind of did the little hand thing. I didn't care. And then 30 seconds, not even, probably like 10 minutes later, another girl we friends with, she come down. He looking at her walk past everybody. She watching us practice. And then the ball went. She tried to hop in, and I'm like, no, we practicing. And she kind of was like taken away, cause like that normally ain't me. I'm normally hop in.
But I'm just thinking, me personally, I'd rather just get told like, no, we practicing, than just nah. But then I'm just gonna think your asshole. You just don't want to play with nobody. You just say nah. But if you just like, nah, we practicing. All right, cool. Y'all practicing. Like that's what I forgot one of the pickleball people said one time. When we was playing, he was like, "Nah, I'm trying to practice. I had no problem with it."
Oh, Rob in there.
Yeah.
He's the type A dude I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's
the other day he told somebody no. And I was
like, "Nah, I'm trying to practice." I'm like, "I ain't got no beef with that. Like, I'm trying to get some work in." I'm like, "Excuse me." But you just say, "No, I'm just gonna think you don't want to play with nobody else." I'm like, all right.
I feel like it's a time and place for it, maybe, because like if you come during popular or busy hours, I feel like that ain't the time for you to practice. But if you here by yourself, or you pick
5 in the morning. No, I'm trying to practice.
Yeah, then I'm already practicing.
But yeah, it is a time and place. But I'm still okay, even if you do come in the busy moments and say, "Nah, I'm practicing." All right, but you gotta get up off the court though. Like it's an open gym. Like,
so do you owe them an excuse? Like I told him, dude, and the girl, no, we practicing. But if dude just tells you no, I feel like
to me, I'm gonna give him like the explanation. Like that's just me personally.
You would rather somebody tell you no, we trying to like stay at this high level.
I got no beef about that, bro. I'm like, all right.
I'm thinking about basketball. Maybe
like even basketball,
I'm a solid player though.
Well, basketball, I may have like, I can still hoop with y'all though. Cause I'm a solid player. You just never seen me hoop then. But I'm like, I probably would have like a little issue. Not even an issue. I wouldn't have an issue with basketball, but it's like basketball. I'm like, I can actually hoop with you guys. But for like pickleball or something like that, it's like, all right, no beefs about it. But if I'm like,
you don't do it. Like if somebody told me that
like
pickleball, I'd be mad. I'm like,
I'd be mad, but I wouldn't be mad. Like I wouldn't be mad. Like I'd be mad I don't get to play. But I'm like, I don't want you thinking I'm shitty or nothing like that. But I respect you trying to practice. But I'm a good player. That's why
duper. So now,
if we walk around with a duper shirt, like an electric duper shirt, you see my basketball shooting field goal percentage and all that, or like my duper pickleball, I would be completely okay because you know what I can do. You just saying no, I'm trying to practice. But if you just saying no, I'm thinking you think I'm a scrub.
So what if we playing and the other day we was all playing. And this dude wanted to hop in. He was kind of on the newer side, but he could play. He was decent. He wasn't as good as everybody else, but he was decent. And he was like, no, you can't play. We ain't practicing. We playing now. Is it a difference?
It's a little difference.
Like, and it's open gym.
I respect it. I'm like, I respect it, but it's like, I would still like to play. So I'll still be like in the middle.
That's weird to me though, cause like I'm with you, but like people that want to come play that's at a lower level, I'm like, why would you want to come? Like this ain't gonna be no. You gonna mess up my good time. You gonna mess up their good time. You gonna mess up. You not gonna have a good time because you're not at this level. I feel like it's best to stay around your level, go practice, get better, then you come play with the better people.
I don't know what I mean. Even like I'm still shitty at pickleball. I don't want to be playing with shitty people. I'll be honest. I don't want to play with shitty people.
But I don't want
Like,
to play with the good people.
I would.
Because then they talk shit about you when you leave.
I don't care.
And it ain't about caring about what they say, but it's like, damn. You be out there, they be clowning you, hitting the ball between their legs.
I'd rather be over there trying to get a good sweat in than just standing there playing with shitty people and not even getting no action.
I feel like you gotta just go find your level, not you.
But if they got like another mid, I'm just saying, if they got like another mid level, like some people that can play, but sometimes like they hit the ball on the fence and they do some shitty shit. Like, oh, that's my level. I'm gonna have a great time over there. I'm gonna have a bad time with shitty people. I might have a bad time with the great people. But I'm gonna get a good sweat in with the great people at least.
You ain't gonna get no sweat if they killing every ball.
I'm gonna be moving though. I'm gonna get some returns in.
I feel it.
That's just a pickleball example.
I don't even know how we got here. I always talk about type A personalities. Are they dicks if they don't win?
But it goes back to the basketball thing too. Like, if I'm shitty as fuck, I'm still gonna get some good running in. Like,
that's a different sport. You literally got to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm still
pickleball. You supposed to stay.
But no, if you was playing against some shitty people, ain't no reason for me to cross over this half court line. I'm just gonna walk back because y'all can miss the shot anyways.
Yeah, true. I don't play bad half court basketball. It's full court ain't even worth it. I don't even play basketball.
Yeah, but I'm just saying with basketball example. But it's like, I don't know. Like, I would rather have people be a dick. You can be a dick about it. At least give me. I'm gonna give it an explanation.
But
like,
does that make you a dick?
No,
like,
it
they
doesn't.
don't want to spend time with you.
From the receiver's point of view, you're a dick. But from your point of view, you're just trying to optimize your day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's like the main topic of this video is like not trying to not hinder, but like not trying to please other people. Like yeah, I'll probably me saying yes will probably make your day. You gonna play with us, you might have a good time. But the whole time I'm playing, I'm not gonna be enjoying myself. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'd rather be practicing or drilling.
Yeah, it just comes down to like.
But if I tell you, I'm a dick. I'm a bad
it's kind of
guy.
like the public perception or just perception or point of views is like, to you I'm a dick. To me, I'm trying to optimize my day. Like I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. But that's like me. Like for me, like I would say no to you, but I'm like, no, I'm trying to get some practice in, or no, I'm trying to do this. I'm gonna give you a little baby explanation. But even if you do think I'm a dick, but it's just me. Like I don't give you a little explanation to it, but it's not a dick move to say, no, not right now. Because people say that all the time. Like even just to go back to the basketball example, like people say that all the time. I'm like, no, not right now.
Yeah, I'm warming up a little fish stretch or something. I don't know. It's just like people like, oh, who do you think you are? But I think that's it for this conversation. So the main question is, why are people afraid to do what makes them happy, and why do they worry more about what makes other people happy instead of themselves? Should you be more selfish? Let me know what you think. Got anything else? Cool. Please like, subscribe, hit the little notification bell, tell a friend, and we're out.